Hey everybody, this is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. This is day 2 of the, I don't even know what this guitar is going to be called, but Chris is going to kind of take it from here and he's going to put more color on this and spray clear onto it. But he also pointed out that, look, there's nowhere to plug it in. I mean, I suppose you could plug it in here, but I've kind of got these slated for volume, jack, and tone control. So we need to drill a hole in this first, and Chris is going to help us with that. Let's get started.
You want to do it the jerking motion.
What do you think of this guitar? It's kooky, isn't it?
I like it, yeah.
I like it too. Okay.
So the first thing we got to do is degrease it, because I think Matt wipes these down with an old oily rag or something. I don't know. And this is just it's a petroleum-based degreaser that the paint store sells.
What happens if you don't degrease it?
Well, if you're lucky, nothing.
And if you're
But
lucky?
if you've got any oil or grease or anything like that on it, the finish you'll get what's called fish eyes, and the finish will like separate around that oil spot. And they're a real pain in the butt to fix. So
We've tried a bunch of different degreasing solutions, and this one seems pretty good.
yeah, this is a little stronger than the previous water and rubbing alcohol that we were using. So we're going to reuse the same trans tint dye that we used on the body originally in the first part of this series, but instead of denatured alcohol, we're going to use Color Blender, which is a mid-coat clear, and we'll mix this up and put a little bit of this in and make a translucent spray-onable
That's a
paint.
word.
It is now.
So that's just like the stuff we used on the Sunburst, right?
Correct, yeah, it's the same stuff, and we can make any color that we want with this in some sort of translucent.
What color was that trans tint one again? Aqua?
Aqua.
Aqua Velva.
So we tried it a couple of times. We mixed it really strong, and it's still going on fairly clear. You know, I splash it up on the side, but you can see it's not very blue, and it's not really covering anything. So we're gonna add some opaque base to it and see if we can't make it a little bit better. You know, I mean, I really like the green, but it's not what we were thinking it was gonna be. Yeah.
And of course, the back looks better than the front, and it actually has some of the original color still in it, kind of, but like after sealer, it lost all this coolness here.
Yeah, it got a little greener with the sealer, which I think that's the first time we've ever had that issue.
where the sealer didn't look pretty
Yeah,
much clear.
I don't remember ever having the sealer radically alter the color.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so...
And then trying to put the aqua trans tint in the color blender didn't do anything.
Yeah,
And that's the first time that's ever happened too.
There was a couple times, so like I sanded this back to put the, actually I sanded the face back so that I could attach the route for the control cavity, and I thought, well, we'll just make it up with DBC 500 and the trans tint. But in this instance, it really didn't work. Is this just a really volatile color, or what? I mean,
maybe.
You got any ideas?
I don't know. I guess.
This is going to be that time where there was a guy who called me, and he was like, "You're going to try and tell me that you mixed," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's what we did." And so in this case, that guy, whoever that guy is, was right. I'm sure he's not watching the video, but I don't know, man. I mean, the see-through green is pretty neat, but we had a patch where it just, and then it started. We had so much of that color, it kind of spit bits of
we had to sand it back
stuff,
again.
right?
Yeah. Yep. I'm bummed out. What are we gonna do?
What I don't want to do is sand it all off and start again and try and get a see-through color. Let's just paint it a color that we got. I mean,
All right.
I don't even care if it's OD green. So, yeah. Sound good?
Yep. Looks like Chris will be sanded some more.
Those of you watching will be able to tell by the length of Chris's beard in the first part of this video how long ago we made that. And it's high time we get this video finished up. You know how it goes. In the last scene, Chris was painting the guitar, and then you have to let paint dry, and then you forget to finish the video, and then you're at your house going through your computer, and you're like, oh crap, I need to finish that video. So here I am finishing the video. Now, the guitar is painted, and it's wildly different from the way that it was going to be when we first did it. I'm going to slide the neck in here off camera, and then I'm going to show you what it will look like when it's all put together. So, as you can see, the body is in fact olive drab. We had this OD color, and I actually really liked it. So I was sort of tongue-in-cheek when I said to Chris, hey, I don't care if you paint it OD. I actually think the OD green is pretty neat. So there's kind of an idea of what the neck joint on this one will look like. This is a cool little guitar. Again, not what we had originally planned. We modified our Texas Toast headstock to have kind of a swashbuckling feel to it. Let's see. Let's pull the neck out, and I'll show you some of the other stuff here. Now this has just been clear coated. It hasn't been wet sanded and buffed yet. So maybe one day we'll do a reveal on this guitar coming up. So inside the neck pocket, you can actually see some of that stain dye color that was originally supposed to be the color of the guitar. And sometimes the best laid plans, they just don't work out. So, I guess the lesson here, the takeaway in this series of videos is sometimes you get everything that you want in a finish, and sometimes you have to be willing to kind of, punt when it doesn't turn out the way you like. but I really do think this is a cool color. So the neck will be a bolt-on neck. It won't get a plate. It'll get some of the recessed grommets, and it's going to get one of those pigtail wraparound bridges. So this will be a neat guitar. Let's slide the neck in one more time, because that's kind of fun. Yeah. All right. So there you go. Sometimes if you tug it, it wants to stay a little better. So I'd like to thank my friend Scott French for not suing me to make this body shape. This is my interpretation of one of his classic shapes, and I know for a fact he did one in olive drab, and maybe that's why I wanted to paint it OD. So guys, if you like this kind of video and you want to see more stuff about finishing and just kind of working through the finishing process and some of the headaches that we have with doing that, leave me a comment in the section below, and I'd love to hear from you. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you appreciate content like this, you might want to go over to our Patreon page and consider becoming a member. Even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you guys neat stuff like this. But as always, if you can't do Patreon, we totally understand. Just share the video as many places as you can think of and help us grow the channel that way. So until next time, this is Matt at Texas Toast, reminding you that it doesn't always work out the way you think it's going to when you start. And if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, y'all.